Hello friends, I am Vidya Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering in Sharad Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Yadra. Today we are going to continue our fifth unit of refrigeration and air conditioning for the subject Power Engineering and Refrigeration. Today in this session we are going to cover the applications of refrigeration and application to domestic refrigerator. First see the applications of refrigeration. There are three main applications where areas where refrigeration system is used. First is domestic applications, second is industrial processes, and third is providing comfortable environment. First in domestic application, freezing, chilling, storage of food stuff including beverages, meat, poultry products, fish, fruits and vegetables. Okay. Also storage of ice and medicines. Next is industrial processes. In industrial processing, that is food products, farm crops, also textile and printing work, photographic material, and for the blast furnaces, and also processing of tobacco, petroleum, and other chemical products. And third is providing comfortable environment. For example, in industrial air conditioning to suit products and processes, and comfort air conditioning for cinema hall, shopping mall, bank and restaurants. Okay, these are the three areas where the refrigeration system is widely used. Okay, today in this session we start first see the application to domestic refrigerator. Okay, now, this application of domestic refrigerator, this is mainly used in the form of domestic refrigerators and home freezers. Okay, the main purpose of this type of refrigeration is to provide low temperature for storage and distribution of foods and drinks. Okay, it's widely used in vendor shops, hotels, office, laboratories, and in chemists. Okay, it represents a significant portion of the refrigeration industry due to the use of these units in large number. Okay, for domestic preservation, the storage is generally short term, and the domestic refrigerators used for purpose are usually small in sizes, with rating in ranges from 20 to half ton. Okay, so capacity of this refrigerator is expressed in liters. This liter represents the volume of cooling space available after the closing the door. Okay, and the refrigerators are available in standard capacities like 65, 90, 165, 210, 240. Okay, and maximum 540, etc. Okay, and the refrigerants used in this refrigeration system is R12, having this R12 having chemical formula that is CCl2F2. Okay, and the working cycle is for domestic refrigeration, work on vapor compression cycle. Okay, next, this requirement of this domestic refrigerator, it is simple in construction and automatic in action and nominal in initial cost. Okay, in this figure we can see here the domestic refrigerator schematic diagram. First we see the various components like compressor pump, next is the condenser, and after that there is expansion wall, and next is the evaporator. Okay, also we see these main components one by one. Okay, first we see before that the necessary or need of this refrigeration in various areas to preserve the food, vegetables, for drinking cold water. Okay, also for domestic refrigerator is a heat pump. Okay, which throws the heat of foods or stuff to be cool to the atmosphere by taking the power of compressor. And second law of thermodynamics, with its clauses statement, we know that this second law of thermodynamics, they suggest that to throw heat from low temperature to high temperature. Okay, one must put extra efforts in the form of work. Okay, so here the heat is from low temperature to high temperature through, and the same is work done by this compressor in the domestic refrigerator. Okay, before that first we see the construction of domestic refrigerator. Okay, we already last Last ppt we see that the main parts, that is compressor, evaporator, condenser, and capillary tube, that is expansion wall, is the main parts of this refrigerator. And this system works on closed cyclic operation with the help of heat transfer media. Okay, and that heat transfer media is called refrigerant. Hmm? And this refrigerant changes the phase during passing through evaporator and condenser. Okay, during when refrigerator passes through this evaporator and condenser, there is a exchange of the heat. Okay, first we see the compressor. This compressor is hermetically sealed compressor, and this hermetically compressor is mounted on bottom part behind the compartment, and the refrigerant vapors are sucked in the compressor due to the suction, drift, and gravity. There is a gasket is also provided to clamp the compressor to avoid the vibration. And for a 165 liter refrigerator, compressor motor of 1/4 to 1/6 HP horsepower is used. Okay, but while selecting the compressor, we have to see their compact size, weight. Okay, these are the parameters used in domestic selection of the compressor in domestic refrigerator. In compact size, as the space resident as less, that's why the compressor should have in compact size. And the appliances in the resident should be light, that's why it can be moved in house as per the requirement. And also it is the refrigerant which is used, that should be eco-friendly. Okay, nowadays R12 is not allowed for the refrigeration. In domestic refrigerator, compressor will be using eco-friendly refrigerant like R134. Okay, also for domestic use, the total refrigeration cycle must be sealed, so that no leakage will be there, so it is difficult for frequent gas charging to system. And also loss power or power loss or consumption, it should be it is the appliance should be affordable for the users, so less power consumption is necessary. So considering these all points like compact size, less weight, compatibility with eco-friendly refrigerant, sealed construction, and low power loss and consumption, these are the selection criteria for this compressor, selection of compressor. Okay, the main function of this compressor is to maintain the refrigerant flow within refrigeration cycle, and second is the create pressure difference within cycle. Okay, the low pressure and temperature refrigerant came from the evaporator is drawn into this compressor through the inlet or suction wall. Okay, where it is compressed to high pressure and temperature. Okay, so high pressure and temperature vapor refrigerant then after discharge to the condenser through the delivery or discharge wall. Okay, next is the condenser. Okay, condenser is the main function of this condenser is to cool down the refrigerant by putting out the heat of refrigerant, also change the vapor refrigerant to the liquid refrigerant. Okay, so the condenser or cooler consists the coils of pipe in which the high pressure and temperature vapor refrigerant is cooled and condensed. Also the refrigerant while passing through the condenser reject its latent heat to surrounding and condensing medium, which is normally air or water. So the not refrigerant vapor received from this compressor is converted into liquid form in condenser. Okay, so most of times there is a air cooled condenser, so it is black colored grill provided on black side of refrigerator in order to increase heat transfer area. Wire meshing is provided to condenser to pass the sufficient air over condenser, and in domestic refrigeration is mounted at least 6 inches away from the wall. Okay, so most of air cooled condenser is used. Next is the receiver. This receiver has two main functions. First is to filter refrigerant, and second is to eliminate moisture from the refrigerant. So condensed liquid refrigerant from the condenser is stored in this vessel, so it is known as a receiver. and from where it is supplied to the expansion valve or refrigerant control valve. Okay, so we know that the various controls are you provided, that is starting relay, overload protector, thermostat, capillary tube, defrost system, and light switch. These are the various controls are used in the refrigerant. The starting relay, the function of the starting relay is to bring the starter winding of motor in a circuit at a time of starting, and cut the connection of starting winding once the motor has picked up speed. And overload protector is the protect compressor and motor winding from damage due to the high current drawn, overheating, or any other overload conditions. Also, thermostat is also used as a controls. The thermostat controls the temperature of the refrigerator by switching compressor on and off. Okay. Also, the expansion device is used, that is called also a capillary tube, and it is tube of sufficient length, having internal diameter 1 by 16 to 1 by 8 inch, and this capillary tube reduces the pressure of refrigerant by keeping enthalpy constant, and this provides the constant flow of refrigerant to evaporator, and a sufficient portion of capillary tube is connected to the suction line of the compressor, and this helps to transfer the heat from the refrigerant by flowing in capillary to vapor in suction line of compressor to get advantages, like subcooling of liquid refrigerant in capillary is done by before entry to evaporator, and which increases the refrigerating effect. Also, drying or superheating of refrigerant vapor before entering compressor, which increases the life of the compressor. And also, capillary tube reduces the unnecessary length of capillary tube by avoiding the formation of vapors, okay, which has large specific volume. Also, these are the functions, and the evaporator also use, and the main function of the evaporator is to absorb the surrounding heat and to change the liquid refrigerant into vapor refrigerant. Okay, the evaporator is generally made in a box type construction, and the refrigerant tubes are wrapped or braced around evaporator box, and the evaporator is mounted on uppermost part of the cabinet, and the cooling effect is produced in the evaporator. Also, evaporator provided with the small holes on its bottom part to pass the cold air from evaporator to the lower portion of refrigerator to produce cooling effect on lower portion of the cabinet. And the evaporator negative temperature is maintained to produce ice, so the temperature on the lower portion of cabin is around 7 to 10 degrees centigrade. Okay, so evaporator consists coils of pipes which liquid vapor refrigerant at low pressure and temperature is evaporated and changed into vapor refrigerant at low pressure and temperature. Also, during evaporation process, the liquid vapor refrigerant absorbs heat, its latent heat of vaporization from the medium which is to be cooled. So it absorbs surrounding heat and start boiling refrigerant, and it absorbs heat from things which is to be cooled and places inside of refrigerant. Okay, next, this is the expansion valve. The main function of this is to reduce the pressure of refrigerant, and for this it uses a small hole. When refrigerant passes through this hole, pressure is reduced due to restriction of or resistance. Also, it sends low pressure low temperature refrigerant to the evaporator. Now we see the working principle of this domestic refrigerator. We already know the all functions, all component function. Just so here we see the function of the compressor is to raise the pressure of gaseous refrigerant coming from the evaporator, and by raising the pressure, the boiling point of the refrigerator increases. So high pressure high temperature refrigerant then pass through condenser. The condenser changes the phase and condenses in high pressure and temperature liquid refrigerant. Also, the room air at the lower temperature than the refrigerant passes through the condenser. Hence, condensation takes place and vapor refrigerant converted the liquid refrigerant, thus the heat thrown to the air at this point in the refrigerator. So then this liquid refrigerant at a high pressure and temperature passes through the capillary tube, and which is made up of copper material and has very small diameter and longer length. So this high pressure liquid refrigerant passes through capillary tube, and due to throttling effect, temperature and pressure of refrigerant decreases. Okay, so majority of cooling is produced at this point in the refrigerator. So these after low temperature low pressure refrigerant pass from the evaporator, and in evaporator refrigerant liquid phase takes heat from foods and stuff, and at that point the liquid refrigerant is very low in terms of minus 20 degrees centigrade. So thus anything above this temperature makes the refrigerant to boil. So this low pressure vapor again circulated to compressor and cycle continuously as long as compressor is running in running condition. Okay, this is all working cycle of this domestic refrigerator. We can see here high pressure, high temperature, high in compressor pump, high pressure gases goes through the to the radiator condenser, and in condenser heat is rejected. Again this liquid goes to the expansion valve, and after expansion valve goes to the evaporator where heat is absorbed, and again high pressure high temperature gases flows again goes to the compressor pump, inlet of this compressor pump. Okay, and this cycle is completed. So this is all about domestic refrigerator. Thank you.